Hello guys, welcome back to another episode here on Mzansi Confessions. On this episode, I am going to share with you the message that I received on WhatsApp. It is about a brother who got robbed on New Year's Day. So the message reads like this. Hello my brother, when you post my confession, please keep me anonymous. This is a lesson for all the men out there. It was on 29 December 2022 at around 8 p.m. We had an heated argument with my wife. Things got out of control and my wife pushed me till I clapped her. I had never been this angry in my entire life and I wanted nothing to do with her. I then drove to Rosebank and I had 60,000 Rand cash with me, money I got from a stokvel. We both joined, my wife and I. I was supposed to have given her that money when I arrived home at around 4 p.m. but I had forgotten because me and my wife were having an argument. We had planned to start a small business with that money. As I arrived in Rosebank, I looked for accommodation and most of the hotels were fully booked since it was Christmas Eve, but I managed to book at the Winston Hotel in Rosebank. The hotel is a 5-star hotel. This hotel is located close to Gautrain. This is what I needed, a home away from my talkative wife. She kept on calling me and I literally ignored her calls. I paid 4,850 for one night and then left for the mixed cocktail bar where I had a few drinks and then I got drunk. I was tempted to get one Makgoshas for the night, but I brushed the thought away. I loved my wife even though we had fought, and deep inside me I felt so guilty because I had beaten her up. I am not that type of a guy who believes in beating women up. I really don't know what happened. Then I don't know where I got this idea that I ended up talking with one lady and we were drinking and talking and laughing out our lungs out and I was so happy. I had managed to forget about that woman that I had left home. I really felt that now I was in a good mood. The lady then agreed to come with me to my hotel room and we had wild sex. These ladies of the night, they are well trained for the job and they really know how to make a man happy. My wife kept on calling me, but I ignored her. She even apologized, but it was already too late for me. I was in the Christmas groove mode. I remember very well that the money was in my laptop bag and I had used some of it to pay for accommodation and also for tips for the waiters. We slept and the following day the lady suggested that we sleep over again. Yeah, why not? Because I couldn't go back home to face that woman. It was a combination of guilt and embarrassment, so I agreed. We had beers that morning and then she suggested that she brings a friend over so that we could have a threesome. I have never done something like this in my life, but as a man, I couldn't say no to such an interesting adventure. My wife is a reserved traditional Zulu woman and we only have average sex. Nothing is interesting or anything out of this world. She is always tired because of the kids. So this looked like it was a very good idea. At least I will get to enjoy myself, not with one woman, but with two very beautiful Xhosa women. I prepared for this and I got some blue pills so that I can really do the job very well. The other friend came and we drank a few beers. This also helped me not to get ashamed and I was so ready to shoot. We did the act and the man here experienced a wild adventure of a lifetime. Two women at the same time. Just imagine, it was a first for me. I really worked hard that night and the ladies, they gave me a performance that I had never had in my entire life. Just like any of their men, I eventually got tired and I slept the sleep of a tired man, a deep sleep. I don't know what happened afterwards from that time, but all that I remember is that I woke up to a very loud knock and it was around 10 a.m. check out time. The girls were gone. As I was still thinking, Ugudi, what had happened, I noticed that my laptop bag, work laptop, obviously the money, my phone, my shoes were gone. I've never panicked like this in my life. And that time I was still owing the hotel another 4K for the previous night, plus food and drinks. It was 3K. All of it was 7,000 rands. I ran to the car, and luckily my wallet was still in the car. I paid the money I was owing, and I felt like a big fool. I didn't know what to do. I hated myself. Unfortunately, I never even bothered to ask the name of this Makgoshas because of the way that they were stripping for me and twerking on top of me. I asked her once, "What is your name?" And she only said that you can call me Honey Bunny. I wish that I had been more serious and asked her for her real name. I could have gone on Facebook and looked for her. I later went home and I apologized for my behavior and never said a word about the Stokvel money. The problem now is my wife has been asking me about the money, and I keep on brushing her aside, and my fear is, what should I say? At first I said that the money is in my account, but at the moment my balance is on minus 27 rand 50. I really wish that there was a way that I could lie to my wife that I have been scammed by these Nigerian scammers, but I know that if I tell her that, she will ask for my balance sheet, and then she will realize that I never deposited anything into my account. I'm just waiting for month end, that maybe if month end comes around, I can try to spin around the money that I earn. I'm really speechless at the moment, and I don't know what to do. Please say something if you know where I can get Skolodo to cover up this mess, because if my wife discovers that I have blown up all the money for Stokvel. This was a confession from our dear brother. He says that he got robbed during the Christmas holidays. He is asking for advice. Should he tell his wife, or should he just keep quiet? It's such a tricky one. Let's meet again in the following episode.